Good morning, children. Let us study about bases. Last class we have studied about acids with their properties. Now let us see what are bases. You generally know you can see that the bases are present normally in soap. So as the general property of bases, we can say that bases are soapy in nature or they have a bitter taste. But this cannot be considered as the definition for bases. So in order to define the term bases, let us consider a few examples. For example, if you consider a base sodium hydroxide in the aqueous form undergoes ionization and produces sodium ions and OH minus. Similarly, potassium hydroxide in aqueous form undergoes ionization and produces potassium ion and OH minus. Or if it is calcium hydroxide undergoes ionization in aqueous form and produces calcium ions and hydroxide group. Or if it is aluminum hydroxide undergoes ionization in aqueous form and produces aluminum ion as well as hydroxide group. So children, here you must have observed one thing common. Whatever be the base, in the aqueous form it always produces OH minus. So we can define bases are the substances which are able to release one or more OH ions in aqueous form. Is it clear? Bases are considered as substances which are able to release one or more OH minus in the aqueous form. Okay, out of these bases, children, you can see that there are some bases like sodium hydroxide and potassium hydroxide, they are completely soluble in water. This type of bases which are completely soluble in water are termed as alkalis. So is it clear? Alkalis are water soluble bases. Now just like acids, we can classify bases also into two types. If you consider the bases like sodium hydroxide or potassium hydroxide, they undergoes complete ionization in water. So this type of bases which undergoes complete ionization are termed as strong bases, or if it undergoes partial ionization, then it is termed as weak bases. Is it clear? Bases which undergoes complete ionization are termed as strong bases, and if it undergoes partial ionization, then it is termed as weak bases. Children, that is, we left one thing in acids, that is, you consider in case of acid, when it undergoes ionization in aqueous medium, it produces hydrogen ion and Cl minus if it is HCl, or if it is H2SO4, in the aqueous form, you will be getting 2 hydrogen ion and SO4 2 minus. Or in case of an acid, we can say that the number of replaceable hydrogen ion is termed as basicity. Okay, in case of an acid, the number of replaceable hydrogen ion is termed as basicity. Or in case of a base, we can say that the number of OH minus ion is termed as acidity. Is it clear, children? That is, this point we left it in case of acids. Now let us consider the properties of bases. Bases, already we have discussed the physical properties. They are also corrosive, they possess a bitter taste, or they are soapy in nature, and bases generally turns red litmus to blue. Now let us start with the chemical properties. In chemical properties, we can say that the first one is reaction with metals. Okay, that is bases. Sodium hydroxide react with metals like zinc, tin, aluminum, etc. and produces corresponding salt and hydrogen. Let us consider the reaction. If it reacts with the zinc and produces Na2ZnO2 plus hydrogen, that is sodium zincate. It is termed as sodium zincate. Or we can say that NaOH reacts with the tin and produces Na2SnO2 plus hydrogen, that is sodium stannite. Or NaOH, the aqueous form, reacts with aluminium and produces sodium meta-aluminate, NaAlO2 plus hydrogen. This is termed as sodium meta-aluminate. Is it clear, children? So certain metals react with the sodium hydroxide and produces corresponding salt and hydrogen. Second one, we can see that with non-metallic oxides. We have seen that acids react with metallic oxides. So bases react with the non-metallic oxides. Non-metallic oxides are otherwise termed as acidic oxides. Okay, non-metallic oxides are otherwise termed as acidic oxides. For example, if you consider sodium hydroxide reacts with the carbon dioxide and we will be getting sodium carbonate as the product. Okay, or if it is potassium hydroxide reacts with the sulfur dioxide and produces potassium sulfate as the product. So generally we can say that bases react with metallic oxides and produces corresponding compounds. Is it clear, children? That is about the chemical properties of bases. Now we have to study some of the properties which are common to acids and bases that we will do in next class. Thank you, children.